Okay, so new area. I think this is where the jump boots are. I don't really remember. They are. What this does is let us do really high jumps. So we'll drop down just to illustrate that. So it's this. Oh, it's this. And I can chain it together so that I can do it multiple times. It is a little difficult to control on the like horizontal movement, but they're pretty good to have. Another life apple. Is this a secret? This is like begging to be a secret. So we've hit the clock room. How do I mean, where else do I go at this point? Over the waterfall, I think. Oh, you know what? I bet the waterfall is where we get introduced to that one enemy. We need to go to where the big waterfall is and cross that room. I think that's where we get introduced to the barrel throwing enemy, and then once we meet him, we're able to get down into that secret area and go to like the hell area. And I think that is where the succubus is. So go over that way. Okay. Okay. Now we have direction. It's really important to have direction. We go up and over. Okay. Off we go. So let's not talk about relationships, since I don't have any and am painfully soul-crushingly lonely. Haha, just kidding. Except not really. So what else is going on with me? We talked yesterday about my writing. So, in fact, we talked in the last time we streamed Symphony of the Night about my writing. And I was working on editing a novel that I wrote 3-4 years ago, something like that. I think over the course of the last decade or so, I've written... Yeah, let's do the bat, because this is a room we haven't been in before. What's in here? I've written like 6 novels in the last decade, something like that. Most of which no one has ever seen other than me. They just sit on a hard drive, you know, on my computer. 1 or 2 were read by other people, but most were not. Claymore's going to be a big 2-handed sword that's going to have a really slow attack speed, so don't really want that. All these seem to contain $1 each, so we don't really want that either. What is this? Library card? Meal ticket. So a meal ticket is a somewhat random item. If we use it, it would deposit a random food item that we can pick up. So like in a pinch, we could use them to heal. A moonstone. That sounds equipable. Oh, we have lots of equipables. The jewels don't do anything. Improve heal item power. So that would probably improve like potions and stuff. They just heal for more would be my guess. Increases the rate at which we get mana back, or improves status after sunset, which I think is the whole game. So we're getting significantly boosted stats, so we want that. I think the heal improvement sounds pretty good, but I think we want the stats instead. Let's save. And I've been trying to edit, you know, this novel, and I did the first chapter over like last weekend, and I realized that I had like, oh, this is the succubus. So we're gonna get a little cutscene here. And I realized that I had ripped something off pretty bad in that first chapter of the story, and was like, I feel kind of bad about it. We'll talk about this after the cutscene.
Mother!
Mother!
That voice! Alucard, it's you!
I'm coming, Mother! I'll save you!
No, Alucard! Don't come here!
But Mother!
It's all right. If my death can save others, I gladly surrender my life.
Mother, no!
Stop saying mother.
Please, no!
Yes, Alucard. Watch me die, and remember always my last words to you.
Yes, Mother.
You must despise humans. They are to be your prey.
What?
I mean,
Better for them to die than to let them compound their sins.
humans are pretty
Begin
terrible.
by slaying that one over there.
No, it wasn't like this.
What's wrong? Alucard,
My mother never said such a thing.
what do you mean? Kill them and bring them happiness.
No, you're not my mother.
He-
What kind of demon are you?
Literally in like 10 lines of dialogue, he said mother like 8 times.
I like that.
Demon. Death is too good for you.
Come here, little boy, and show me what you've got.
I mean, that sounds vaguely dirty, woman. Why can't I hit you? Succubus. I gotta imagine she's like weak to holy. Ah. What oh. I did fight her before. I don't really remember this though. She appears to have duplicated herself. Is not great. And she did it immediately again. And I'm guessing all of them can attack me, which is not ideal. Please don't hit me. You got me. Ah. Very, okay. Very Carpenter. Not Carpenter. Who am I thinking? Not John Carpenter. My brain's not working. We literally just talked about him. I can't think of his name
Darling,
now. Whatever.
I smell your blood.
You smell my blood.
A vampire? Could it be
What?
that strength, that beauty?
I am beautiful, thank
You're
you.
the son of Lord Dracula.
I am, yeah.
Death in the dream world will set your soul wandering for eternity, demon.
Weird.
Wait, I beg of you.
Weirdly sexual groaning. Don't like that. So this is one of the rings we need for the true ending of the game, the gold ring. We need the silver ring. We get the silver ring if we look in the very top left of the map. There's like a long hallway sticking out to the left. It's covered in spikes, and in order to go down there, you need a specific armor piece, which I think is where we're headed now, is to get that. And that'll give us the other ring, and then we wear those rings, and we fight the kind of end boss type guy, and it opens up the true ending. So we had to come down here. Let's save again so we don't have to do that again. Really easy fight, though. Really thought that'd be more difficult. 8 Legs says, Murder, I think you are a vampire. I assure you I am not. I don't like vampires, personally. More of a werewolf guy, personally. Definitely, I was going to say I'm Team Jacob, but I actually hated both of them. Twilight is god-awful. But even with that said, I'm still much more of a werewolf fan than a vampire fan. What was I even... Oh, my writing, of course. Something I talk about forever. My puppers are barking because it's Friday, which means my family member gets home earlier than usual. Although it's a little early for her. She's usually home around 7. It's only 6 o'clock. But that's likely what they're barking at. And if not, it just means my family's not here, which means that no one is going to tell them to be quiet. So the first chapter of the novel I'm editing is like really strongly based off of something. And I wrote this like 4 years ago, so I did not remember how much of it was like, it's not plagiarized, like I didn't steal any direct lines or anything like that, but like the opening sequence, the scenes are the same, mostly. There's like a big chunk of it that's different, but like it's pretty similar to something else. And I felt really bad about it. I was like, I can't share this with people. This is like very, very similar to this other thing. And then I went back and I got to chapter 2 and I was like, oh, it actually is my story. Like from chapter 2 onward, it's pretty unique and very original and all this stuff. But that first chapter is like very similar to in anime, frankly. But yeah, I'm working on chapter 2 now and editing chapter 2, and it was really kind of a relief to see that it is actually different and unique. I didn't rip off some other thing and destroy it. So we press this button and he throws a barrel which breaks the wood, which now will make that happen at this other down area to our right, which will let us access like the underground. We did pick up a new shield, Herald Shield. It is better. Now we have a different shield. Let's go back. And I don't usually like rip things off. Like normally, like, so I believe that as a writer you should like consume other media. So like I feel like, oh wait, no, we need to be on the other side of him. Kill him. Kill the frogs. So we need to lure him all the way back here. Let's get off screen and come back. Kill the enemies on the way to him. Okay. Because we don't want to... I was going to say because we don't want to get too close to where he'll throw the barrel. So we need to reset. Okay, frog, just get out of here. Okay, frog, get out of here. We need to bring him on screen. And keep him far enough away that he doesn't throw it. And we need to lure him all the way over to the wood here. So that when he throws the barrel, it hits the wood. And we don't want to get hit by the barrel, otherwise it won't work. There we go. Oh, we did need to get hit by the barrel. That's not what I thought. We got a heart and a life up, so that's nice. And down into hell we go. So new area. And this should be like the final area of the main castle before we go to like the Richter fight. So let's head on down. Abandoned mine, I see. So it's not hell per se. Yeah, it's pretty unusual for me to like I believe that like if you watch movies and stuff, it's good for you as a writer because it like helps you refine your ideas. You can see how other people do their work, that kind of thing. So, you know, I watch a lot of movies and there are definitely elements like I have a character who counts when he's freaking out. Like he's really prone to panic attacks. And when he's having a panic attack, he starts counting up by intervals. And that's something that... honestly, I kind of remember that being in Ender's Game. But also in the Dresden Files, Harry Dresden sees something really terrible in one book. And like in order to cope with it, he starts counting up by prime numbers. To distract his mind, basically. And so I have a character that does that, and I basically... you know, took that character trait from something popular like the Dresden Files or whatever. Hello, Cerberus. Oh god, you can shoot up. I thought maybe I was safe up there. Well, you would think holy water would really quickly murder you. So let's just focus on the holy water. Yeah, because you're like a demon dog or whatever. And so, like, you know, that's a very small character trait. It's not like I'm plagiarizing anything. And I did change it because, like, he doesn't count up by prime numbers. He counts up by just, he chooses a random number and then counts up in intervals of that number to distract his mind from his panic attacks. So, like, that's an example of taking something from someone else's work that's not strictly plagiarization, but is, you know, it makes it influenced by something else. And I don't often do a lot of that, but in my writing, in this first chapter I did, and I was really relieved that I didn't, like, do that through the whole story. It was literally just that one chapter. Again, we have lost our holy water, which sucks real bad, because this is an area where I imagine holy water would be super useful, like fighting these little demon things. These are probably, in my opinion, the most obnoxious enemy in the game. Everywhere they go, they leave fire behind, which slows your movement, and it barely deals any damage, so it's just a constant annoyance. Yeah, I don't really know the pathing down here, where to go. The fact that they take 3 hits is like torture as well. Hate that. Okay. What are you? Got the demon card. So the demon actually actively attacks enemies for us, so we're not just getting followed around by the fairy person or anything. So, and we can use him as well for posting. There's actually a secret room at the top here that can be activated by the demon. So why don't we go up and we'll hit it on the way back. Actually, let's do it now. I don't know if we come back or not, so let's try to do it now. Captain Efficiency says, hey everyone, I just watched your bug report video on YouTube. Very helpful, thanks. Sure, I had a YouTube comment from someone who had asked for basically a guide on doing the bug reports. I get asked a lot about making PRs and if I would do a tutorial for like GitHub and adding things to the game. That's much more complicated, but a bug report is like... Honestly, I don't think a video was necessary. I just think that someone asked for it and I like easy videos, so I thought I'd make it. But yeah, just follow the template. Should be nice and easy. So let's turn on our demon card. And we get this little guy with a spear. And if you look in the upper right, there's a button there.
A switch. Why don't I press it?
I can barely hear you. But basically he said, I'm going to press this button. So he pushed the button. Hooray. Oh. Plants. Of course. Oh, it was red. I thought it was going to explode or something. Okay, so we'll go through the plants here. Hello. Oh, that's right. Big plant lady. And unfortunately, I don't have the holy water, which would make this fight much easier. Yeah. Because once she knocks us back, we're going to get stuck further away from her. I think there are multiple of her down here, and it's a little frustrating without the holy water. Hopefully, down here somewhere there's holy water, although... The Ring of Ares. What's your deal? Why do you have a 24 next to your name? Confers the strength of 24 men. So it makes us much stronger but drops our defense to 1? That sounds terrible. So no thank you. And we're just going to backtrack out of here. Is there like a secret room down here? Yeah, I kind of got the vibe that that was a secret. Pick up some peanuts, some barley tea, and some picture that I don't know what it does. Yeah, seems unlikely that holy water would be in the little hell area. If I could just skip this plant lady would be great. Hello, yes, I see you're a naked lady inside of a plant. You know, I might be convinced to hang out for a little bit and talk to you, you know, whatever. Naked lady in a plant, but I got other places to be at the moment. Let's go back to the fairy card rather than the imp. I don't really like the demon very much. And then, like I said, the bat is pretty useless. We'll take the axe because I think it's better than the diamond. But, again, really aching for some holy water. Just gonna skip you if that's okay. Please don't zap me. No. So we drop the axe immediately. Awesome. Doing real well. Having a good time. Check out the right side instead. Please stop. You're such a garbage enemy. Okay. See what we've got through here. Taking us to a different part of the game. Oh, teleport room is nice. So we can just teleport out of here. We don't have to backtrack to the button. So I'm glad I went and hit the button now. And yeah, this is more or less the last area of the game for this first castle, other than the spiked armor ring area. Please just die, you stupid gremlin. Oh, for God's sake. Okay, so we'll head down. Hello, magic lady. Please just get out of here. Be nice. The only reason I'm killing her is because I don't know how far down we have to go, and I would like to be able to knock out candlesticks and stuff on the way to see if we can get a better sub-weapon. Let's kill them as we proceed here. I don't know, so the writing, editing thing is going pretty well. I'm enjoying it. I really hate editing in general. Editing is like super tedious. But I've been using some grammar checkers and stuff, and they help a lot. Makes it much more tolerable. I did not know that there were different apostrophes, though. Apparently, all of my apostrophes are wrong and need to be corrected to typographic apostrophes, which I don't really understand what that means. Like, I put the word don't, D-O-N apostrophe T, and I'm using the single quote key on the keyboard, and my grammar checker says that's wrong. and replaces it with an identical looking apostrophe. So I don't know what the deal there is, but hello, puffy chest skeleton. Where skeleton? That's... what does that mean? Does that mean when it's like a full moon you transform into a skeleton? Oh. Oh. Blue energy ball. That's pretty cool. Okay. More gremlins because the game wasn't obnoxious enough. Okay. Where am I going? I have no idea. I feel like because he was in the upper right corner, there's got to be something up there. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen, because these guys are fucking obnoxious. Oh good, there's 3 of them. Super exciting. Okay. Literally nothing up here. Great. Waste of my time. Great. Castlevania Symphony of the Night looks interesting. I've never played the series. I had not either until like a week ago. No, I want the axe, please. No, I want the axe, please. No, I want the axe, please. I have the axe. Okay, get out of here. I had not really played it either. I played Castlevania 4 a little bit and sort of hated it. And really did not like the game at all. Just because the old Castlevanias play a lot differently. And then I picked up Symphony of the Night. I didn't really have anything to do and thought I'd give it a play. Really liked it. And I've been enjoying the game.
Don't forget that some animals can live in complete darkness.
Yeah, so she's telling us to use our echolocation here to see in the dark. It's an odd effect. Pretty sure if we take damage, we just die in this room, so really would hate for that to happen. And this, I think, is where we get the spike armor. Because once we take damage, we're going to get juggled all over the place. Can I... there we go. Okay. So that's lit up. I think even in the inverted castle, once we go back, I don't think it's it matters. I think it's lit up again in that area. Keep on keeping on. No, please stop with the diamonds. Diamond is a garbage sub-weapon. But yeah, if you're not into Symphony of the Night, I would encourage you to check it out. I kind of thought I was the only person on the planet who had not played it, but it's kind of really good, so check it out. Oh, blue explosion. You can just stay away from me, please, would be great. That guy's running scared, apparently. Called a bone arc. That's pretty interesting. What we got in chat? Word app does have different glyphs for quote and double quote, and maybe that is what the grammar check does, convert those glyphs despite that they look alike. Yeah, I think that it just looks alike because of like the font and whatnot. I do think that they're like, they are different. They just might appear the same in that particular font, but it is just a bit odd. It took me a long time to understand what it was telling me, because it's like, you should use a typographical apostrophe. And then I click the replace button and it literally shows me the exact thing I just typed. And it's like, okay, now I gotta Google what is a typographic apostrophe, how do I, you know, what is it a big deal? And I don't think it's a big deal, but you know, you want, I mean, that's what you want, right? You want your grammar checker to be thorough. You would rather it be overly thorough than not thorough enough, so whatever. It's just, I don't do editing. So like I said earlier, I've written about 6 novels over the last decade or so. I've edited none of them. I hate editing. Editing is tedious. I like telling stories. I don't like going back and agonizing over every single word. I'm going to put on a spike breaker armor, which will let us walk through these spikes. Pretty satisfying, especially if you get to an area where you can backdash. They shoot off really quickly. But we're going to take that off because I think it's worse than the silver plate. What's better? Okay, we'll keep this on for now. And check down here, nothing. We want to go all the way back across the room. There's nothing else in this room. Okay. Yep. All the way back. Ignore the slime. And it's just an adjustment. This grammar checker, like I said in a previous episode, they use very specific grammar lingo that I'm not familiar with. Like they talk a lot about passive voice and subjunctives and, oh, this isn't correct, and why is the object of the sentence in the middle rather than at the beginning, you know, and it just is very complicated. The English language in general is pretty complicated. And it's tedious, you know. I like telling stories. I don't like making sure everything is perfect. So, I don't know.